Hello, everybody. My name is Christian Knight, and I'm here with.
Silly.
We're basically here to let you know how to stream videos from your home.
So I have a question.
Yes.
If you're trying to make a gaming video, how are you supposed to put your face cam on like the left or right top side of the
Screen?
Yes.
Okay. Basically, there's a lot of different ways. So if you're trying to get the video from your game to basically a YouTube channel or just to stream it on your computer, you have to be able to get the actual video feed that's coming from your TV. So if you put in a splitter, basically one splitter connects to two different things. So the main cable that's connected to your TV goes to your computer, and the other one goes to your TV. Now, once you do that, the next thing would be to connect the camera. So there's a program that is called vMix. In that program application, you can actually designate the different sources as the TV, your game, and you can use actually a phone as your camera. Even if you have like a web camera that's connected to your Xbox, you can plug that into it too. And then you'll have on the side where it shows you the nice little box for your game, and you can have and see yourself right there in the corner. Is that something that you think about?
Okay. So let's say you had two people.
Mm-hmm.
So do you need multiple cameras to split them up, or can you just use one to split into two people and the game itself?
It depends on how you want to see it. You can have one that has both of you in the camera, or if you want to have like a different reaction, you can have one that's both of you. You can have one that's for you only, and one for the second person. Same way, just put in the source, and it'll show you both you, the person who's playing the game, and both of you at the same time.
Let's say if you wanted to film like the gaming or anything on two different devices, like if you want to switch back and forth, how are you supposed to do that?
Well, that you need an actual physical person to sit down at the computer. You still have the same setup where you have to get the feed from both the boxes. So you have to bring them both into something that's called a capture card. So that capture card allows you to record the feeds that are coming to your TV. So both game boxes will be plugged into that device, and basically that's how you will have it. Once it's on the computer, that person who's sitting down there for you will switch it between the games.
So when the video is filming on the screen and you can see your face on the top right corner, little box. When you're looking at it, not looking at it in the video, I'm talking about like when you're playing yourself and while it's filming, you see it on the screen itself.
You have another screen where you can see it. Because remember, you need to be able to see the game that you're playing. You need to be able to see yourself, but you can't see the camera.
So you can tell where like the perfect the perfect angle for your face is. So it doesn't like you can mess up and it looks like it's facing you, but it's really facing the wall.
So in this way, while you're playing and you have the camera, you have something else that shows you on the screen how it looks before you start recording, before you start streaming.
So, like, what would happen if the camera that was filming your face died?
I think you will stop recording after that point. Basically, what's special about this application is that you can actually use even your phone as a camera. So even if your main camera that you have connected or a webcam dies out for any reason, you can actually call up the camera through an internet base for your phone. Go to a web address on the phone, and it allows you to connect your phone and utilize the camera that's on the phone. So this way you can use it as another source. So you'll be able to still see back what you're recording the same way that you want on the recorder, and still see the game at the same time.
So what do you do if like the game is like lagging out a lot? Like, is it different on the camera? Like, do you have to like quickly take a little pause to like fix up the graphics, or will the camera itself, like the way its graphics are on the camera, keep it normal, but except on like the device that you're playing on, it's just a little lagging?
That one is a bit different. If you're lagging on the game, it has to do with your connection. So it's your internet speed and your connection to the internet.
Or like how much is inside the game, or like how, like, let's see, let me make an example. If you're playing a game with like 100 people in each server, that will probably be another reason to lag, because there's too many people playing.
That could be one. It could be someone who's playing with you that has a really bad connection and is creating that lag for you.
Or it could be like if you have a bad like computer or like phone or console.
Yeah, anything that affects the video, you can't really fix it graphically on your end after you put it to edit. But yeah, the lagging comes from many different issues. It could be a connection issue. It could be that someone who's playing with you is not really connected properly. They can be having issues wherever they're at, because it could be anywhere in the state. So we don't know what that issue could be. But yeah, laggage for video, there's no really way to correct it. It's either you just go with it, you can pause it until it gets better, and then continue from there, which you can do that in post-production. But for laggage wise, there's not really anything you can help that you can put to it.
But like, even if you don't have a something that views your face, what happens if like the video ends without you knowing?
That's a good thing.
Like, it's like let's say you were just playing a game, right? And like while you're talking, out of nowhere, the timer like stops like after 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, I guess. Like, what would happen? Like, so the thing would stop. Like, would the game stop itself, or would it keep going on? But the camera would stop.
So if you're recording something and it stops automatically, then everything just stops. But if you're recording and whatever you're trying to record goes black, you can always fix it later in post-production and say we had a failure or technical difficulties, or you can just pick it up from there in post-production and just continue on from where your video comes back.
So if, like, let's say you were still filming, right, and it'll still allow you, and like the game just like stopped itself, would you have to like cut out that part of the video until you go back to it?
Sure.
But like, would you have to make it at like the right moment to make it like now look like weird?
I mean, it depends. Some people like that, some people don't. If you have a program that you're using to stream it with, you can actually pause the video and it'll put up something that says, we'll be right back. Once you get the video back, you can just put it back to feed, or you can just take it back once you're finished with everything in post-production, is where you just put in whatever you want.
But here, this is another big concern for me. You're just like talking, and then your mic just stops working. I think that is a very bad issue, because then you just sound like you're just whispering.
So that right there is not that bad to fix. So even if you lose audio, if you remember exactly what you're saying, and at least if you're seeing what you said, you can go back and do something that's called a voiceover. So you can record your audio or yourself saying what you were saying, just that the only difference is that you didn't record it during that time because you didn't have any audio.
So if let's say your mic broke down completely and you couldn't use it anymore, would that mean you would have to edit in like speech bubbles?
Yeah. Well, you can do that too.
Or little like words on the bottom to make it like you don't just like stop the video there and then like the next stage continue.
You can do that too. Like I said, you can put bubbles because some people can't really hear, so it actually helps them if you actually write text for the videos. It's called closed captions. So there's a lot of people who they can't really hear audio, but they can read lips. But if they had something that they can see what you're saying, it helps them out.
What is it possible for the little speech bubbles to like out of nowhere just like disappear and not come back?
Yes, it could happen. It could be something that didn't render properly. It depends on the program when you're using it. Some of them do work. Some of them, depending on the computer, probably don't have a good graphic for it, and they can't really process the actual speech bubble.
What if the speech bubble or like any of like the little text bubbles under you? What is it possible for it to be like the graphic for the speech bubbles are too strong? Would that be a bad thing to interfere with the camera?
No, not really, because those are just graphics. So they're not really taking anything. Yeah, they're not really taking away from the camera. It's just basically when you do the graphics, it depends on your computer.
So I have one more question. What if it's like too bright? Like what if the brightness is too high up and like you have to stop the video, like completely take a little pause and fix it? Or is there another way to like adjust it while like without having to go to the camera and fix it?
So there's a few different things you can do. Depending on what you're using to record or to stream. If you're using a program, there's certain programs that allow you to fix the balance on there. You would probably do it pre-set up, but I think you're saying what happens if it happens during the time that you're recording, right? You can fix it if the program allows you. If it doesn't, I guess you can still pause the video in the meantime or put in the, we'll be right back type of thing, fix to see what the issue is, and then put it back into the feed.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was all my questions. So
that was streaming one questions from that we covered. But definitely check out the video. Go to his YouTube page.
Yeah, gamer boy, bro.
And I'm Christian Knight. Basically, same thing as YouTube. Without the H, by the way. ChristianKnight.
Yeah, it's on his hat.
There you see, it's on the hat. But this was streaming 101.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Have a great day.
Enjoy.